In the beginning, there was nothing, only a vast, formless darkness, a silent, empty space. But then, a voice spoke. On the first day was a single, powerful command. God said, "Let there be light," and instantly, light pierced through the darkness. It separated the blackness, creating the very first day and the very first night. Out of absolute nothingness, the rhythm of time itself began to beat. On the second day, God turned his attention to the waters that swirled everywhere. He commanded them to separate. He lifted some high above, forming the vast expanse of the sky. The rest, he left below. This created the atmosphere, the very air we breathe today. The world was still empty and waiting, but it was starting to take shape, a canvas being prepared. Then came the third day. God gathered the waters below into great basins, and for the first time, dry land appeared. Majestic mountains rose up, deep valleys were carved out, and sprawling deserts and sandy beaches formed the coastlines. But God wasn't done. From the rich, newly formed soil, life burst forth. Lush green grass carpeted the ground. Towering trees reached for the sky. Vibrant flowers bloomed in every color, and all kinds of plants bearing fruits and vegetables appeared. Creation was no longer just shaped. It was colorful, alive, and growing. On the fourth day, God filled the new sky with celestial lights. He created the brilliant sun to govern the day, casting warmth and brightness over the earth. And for the night, he created the gentle moon and scattered countless stars across the dark canvas, like diamonds on velvet. These weren't just decorative lights. They were designed to mark the seasons, the days, and the years. The universe, vast and breathtaking, was now set in motion, a grand cosmic clock. Day 5 brought an explosion of new life. God filled the brand new oceans with creatures of every kind. Tiny shimmering schools of fish darted through the waters, while giant, mysterious creatures swam in the deep. At the same time, he filled the skies with birds. From the smallest hummingbird to the mightiest eagle, they soared and sang, filling the air with movement and sound. And God blessed them, speaking a purpose over them: "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the waters of the seas, and let birds fill the sky." On the sixth day, the land, which had been waiting patiently, finally received its inhabitants. God created all the land animals: powerful lions, gentle sheep, busy insects, and giant elephants. Every kind of creature, wild and tame, began to roam the earth. But God had saved his most special creation for last. He said, "Let us make mankind in our own image." And so, he formed the first man, Adam, from the dust of the ground, and breathed life into him. Seeing that Adam was alone, God then created the first woman, Eve, as his companion. He placed them in a perfect, beautiful garden called Eden, a paradise filled with everything they could possibly need or desire. He gave them a profound purpose: to care for the earth, to look after all the living things, and to enjoy the masterpiece he had made. He blessed them with companionship, with meaning, and with the great responsibility of being stewards of his creation. Finally, on the seventh day, God's work was complete. And so, he rested, not because he was tired, but to establish a holy rhythm for all of creation, a cycle of work and rest. He blessed the seventh day and made it sacred, a time set apart to pause, reflect, and enjoy. This creation story isn't just a historical account of how everything began. It's a story about why it all began. It tells us that our world is not a cosmic accident. It was designed with incredible intention, with breathtaking beauty, and with a deep, underlying purpose. It reminds us that every human life has immense value, that we are each created with care, given a unique identity, and called to look after this beautiful world we've been given. And it teaches us a vital lesson, that rest is not laziness, but a sacred and necessary part of life, just as important as our work. From the initial darkness to the brilliant light, from an empty void to a world teeming with life. The story of creation reveals a God who brings perfect order out of chaos, stunning beauty out of nothingness, and profound meaning to every single moment. This is the beginning of everything. This is the story of creation. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the deeper meanings of our world.